Welcome back, Rambler Nation. I'm here at Biller's desk, and I'm Cade Weaver. Mr. Biller, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Kate. Thank you.
So for the first question we have for you today is, how do you feel the first month of school has gone?
Well, it's gone fast. I think every year it goes fast. It goes by fast. We're almost halfway through the 9 weeks already. Today, as we tape, it's Friday, and it's almost October. It's September 15th today, and so we're going to have some progress reports coming out next week, and our 9 weeks is almost half done.
It has gone by fast, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So, with the second question I have now is, what improvements have you been able to make to improve the high schoolers' experience here at McBain?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Cade. I think many of you know and have heard about the WHEEL acronym, welcoming, honest, engaging, empathetic leader. And that is kind of our core values. And that's why I'd like kids to know what the WHEEL really is. It's our core values of our high school, of our school. It's what we hope when you graduate as a senior that you take some of those core values with you to be a good citizen in life and whatever you do. So we're trying to train you all up in those kind of values, and we really want to focus on those. And we've added those to the high school this year, and we have the wheel tickets, and our teachers have been teaching areas of the building, appropriate behavior. So that's been a big change, right? That's kind of a big focus that we've had, and sometimes that takes a lot of time out of school and classrooms to do. But I feel like most students now are very good. We're doing a good job overall with behavior. Nothing too big, and I appreciate the students to receive that message, and I appreciate my teachers helping us teach. We're all in the same boat, and we want to keep the boat headed straight. Everybody on track for graduation with their credits, and we all got to be in this together. So just appreciate everybody in the start of the year. It's been super positive, and we've enjoyed handing out the rewards, the reward tickets for different things, as well as prizes that we had earlier today. So once a week we have that, and I think that's helped. So
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So with the wheel method, my third question would be, how do you motivate students to do better here at McBain?
yeah, we can tell kids to do better all we want, but kids need to want to change to do better for themselves. Typically, what I've seen is as kids get older, they get more mature, and they kind of have an idea that maybe I should probably finish out high school and do a good job, set some internal standards and goals for themselves so that they can achieve those, so they can graduate and go on to bigger and better things. I always say. So I really think that as we continue to move through Wheel and we talk about core values, I want kids to understand how that applies to them. How can they apply it to them? How can they move forward in their learning, move forward in a positive direction? And this even goes for relationships. And a lot of times there's struggles in high school with kids sometimes that they have issues with another kid. And those are normal things, that we're all human, and sometimes we disagree on things. So it's okay to disagree, but do that in a nice way, or a kind way. So learning again how relationships work is also a good thing that I would like students to apply the wheel, and our core values.
All right. And for the fourth question, what are the biggest challenges you faced as a principal last year, and how have you been able to improve?
Yeah, so as a principal in my job, it's always difficult to get in classrooms. I want to see kids learn, and I want to see teachers teaching. And so sometimes there's things that take away from that. My biggest value, what I enjoy the most, is actually coming into classrooms and watching you guys learn. And that's why I'm in classrooms as much as I am, or you guys see me in classrooms, is because I've been a teacher. I was a teacher for 14 years before I was a principal, and I understand the classroom. I love teaching and learning, and so that's been a struggle. That's difficult for me to deal with sometimes personally. But in terms of a challenge for the school and things of that nature, I think always, it ebbs and flows, kind of like the waves of water, right? And we have highs and lows in the school, and where there could be more negative days versus positive days, and we want to really focus on having more positive days than we can. And that starts with each of us individually, and each student individually, is to make a choice of how to deal with a situation, or how to deal with a relationship, or how to deal with their teachers, and really kind of just And much of that, the frustration sometimes I hear is lack of communication. And it's just talking. Sometimes we just don't talk it out with our friends. Sometimes we don't talk it out with our teachers. And we assume some things. So when we assume some things, sometimes that's not always always the intent of the other individual. So I want to just put that out there for everyone. You know, we're trying to teach these core values, but truly at the heart of it, we want kids to be intrinsically motivated to do well in their classes and see the value of education as we move forward.
That's great. And my fifth question for you is, would there be anything you would like to add?
We do have a couple more things. The last thing I kind of want to add is about a Spirit Week that the girls volleyball team is kind of starting up and kind of getting together. And it'll be the week of October 9th through October 14th. That's a Monday through Saturday. It starts the Tuesday the 10th with the volleyball game at night. With Beale City, they'll have a pink out, or the breast cancer awareness fundraiser that they're having. Just in general, cancer awareness and how it's touched everybody's lives, loved ones and things. There's a fundraiser for that. They do that every year. So that's Tuesday night. And then also the boys will have their final senior night game on Friday the 13th with Pine River. And so that'll be home up at the football field. And then 14th, there'll be a dance. So we're going to have a fall dance. We did this last year, if you remember, kind of about the same time. I think it was about the same time. That week on the 14th, the JV girls will have volleyball tournament, but we'll have in the multi-use room a dance from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And yes, you can bring guests, but there has to be a guest pass that they complete through Mrs. Short, okay, in the high school office. So we got to get those in by Wednesday of that week. It's always our rule is Wednesday by the end of the day to get those signed and parents signed and everything else, especially if they go to a school that they need permission by their administrator. I do the same thing with you guys if you go to a different dance from a different school. I just want everybody to know about the guest pass and how that all works, so that if they would like to bring guests, and it is open to only high school students. It is 9th grade through 12th grade only, okay? So no junior high students may come to high school dances, okay? So that's kind of the big thing right there. You know, the year's going well. It's a bright sunny day today on Friday, September 14th, and enjoying the school year, enjoying our kids, and enjoying all of you guys. Thank you to Rambler Review. And yeah, anything else?
I just wanted to say thank you, Mr. Miller, for taking your time out of the day to explain these questions for us.
Thank you,
We
Kate.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Take care, guys.